now let's move on and invite our first corporate on the show. Wire and cable manufacturing company RR Cable makes its debut on the exchanges today, listing with a gain of around 14% of the issue price. We have Shreegopal Kabra, who's promoter and managing director of RR Cable, joining us on the show now to discuss their plans from here and what we can really expect in terms of the financials. Mr. Kabra, thank you very much for joining us. This is Pavitra. We want to discuss a lot of the numbers because, of course, in our earlier conversation, we couldn't get to that. But first up, let me just ask you a little bit about the shareholding. We have seen TPG bring down their stake to around 5%. Earlier, it was around 17%. Can you tell us what their plans are? I mean, are there any kinds of indications that they want to bring it down completely and exit from here?
No, Pavitra, first of all, I would like to kindly change our company name. It's not RR Cable, it's RR Kabel. And TPG is holding 5.5 to 6%. And their plan, I cannot say. It's up to them. We all know that for them, 6 months is a locking period. And after that, it's up to them to decide.
Okay, got it. Hi, Mr. Kabra, good morning.
As a company, we, as a promoter, we hold... Good morning, yeah.
Please go ahead, sir. You're making a point. Good morning.
And as she was asking as a promoter holding, so promoter holding is our 62% plus.
Got it. All right. Hi, Mr. Kabra. Good morning. Nigel on this side. When we spoke last time around, we couldn't talk numbers. But now since you've listed, and it's a rather good listing, where the street will want to know in terms of projections on revenue growth as well as on margins. So tell us, for FY24, what kind of revenue growth are you looking at? You have been growing at a CAGR of around 30%. So revenue growth and broad margin outlook, if you could give us a band.
No, next time I'll give the everything, revenue growth and margin, everything. But that I can tell you we are very much focused on the company. You have seen my last quarter result, and we are doing reasonably well. And
yes,
market is good.
We're aware of that. We're aware of that, but we like some more color. For example, you did margins in the first quarter of close to around 7.5% or thereabouts. Can you hold on to this margin number? Do you think there's an upside or downside risk?
Yeah. This we can hold.
You can hold. So should we work with around 7.5 to 8% margins from here on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A quick question. When you joined us the last time, you told us about your FMEG business. That's likely to contribute more going ahead. And you also mentioned that when it hits 1,100 to 1,200 crores, it will break even. Tell us a time frame. By when do you expect the FMEG business to hit this 1,100 crores? And in that case, it breaks even in that quarter, right?
See, basically, next year we are planning to hit this,
Next year. So FY25, you hit that 1,100, 1,200 crores, and you break even as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Mr. Kabra, we can also speak to you on the revenue. Last quarter, we saw around 30% in terms of revenue growth. You also have around 500 crores of Capex, which is, planned. So can you tell us with that, how much do you see the full year revenue getting to for FY24?
See, this is a 1.5 year cycle, because our expansion, our machines are coming, and we all know that today there is a shortage of chips. That's why all the machine delivery got delayed. But our projection plannings all are in time. So we'll share when we meet next time the complete plan of next one, what we'll be doing. But as a company, there's a good demand. There's a focus on quality and safety.
So, okay, you're saying it's on track. So this 500 crores Capex, which is planned, what is the timeline for it? What part will we see, being put into play this year?
So you can say around 150 crores this year and 350 crores next year.
Okay. All right. Mr. Kabra, you also had told us that exports, I think, as a percentage of your business is close to around 25% approximately. And exports, they give better margins,
of wire and cable,
Of wire and cable. So split this 25% for us between wire and cable of exports.
See, as you know, we are a small player in cable altogether. Basically, our journey started from wire and wire to cable. And cable percentage, around 15% is cable and 85% is wire in terms of exports. In terms of domestic, our 70% is wire and 30% is cable.
Okay, and exports is the margin accretive business in both the segments?
No, it's a wire. As last time I mentioned, in exports, wire margins are less because there we have to fight with a lot of brands. But in cable, because it's a good margin, it's the other way around here. So, like in India, it's margins are in wire is better and cable is less. So both the other way around, yeah.
Okay, got that. Can you also tell us where you see the exports headed? What is the kind of target that you have for exports, Mr. Kabra? Right now, it's around 25%.
See, basically, as you know, that we are the only company in the world which got certified international approval for single factory, and to when you want to export to developed world, basically you need a local approval. So that advantage we have, and we are introducing more and more product, and we are very much focused on getting more and more international approval. And we are the only Indian company which is 100% reach and ROHS compliant because of mandatory in Europe. So we, as a company, feel we should not have a true standard as a company. So we maintain your local standard much above than what Indian standard is. So that's an advantage. And for the customer, when they come visit here, many of the customers, they want more or more product, but we don't have capacity. So they move here and there, but their priority towards it. I can tell you, if anybody is a good customer from overseas markets looking for wire and cable from India, their first choice is RR Kabel.
Got it. Okay, all right. Final
because
question
of
then.
International approval, we have kind of culture, yeah.
Very good. Good to know that you've built such a good brand. But, as you said numerous times during this conversation, the next time you join, you're going to give us some more numbers. So we'll wait for that. But give us one final number before you go.
Yeah.
Your volume growth.
Please,
what kind of volume growth are you looking at
Yeah,
for this
thank
year?
you. See, volume growth is our track also. We will grow more than industry, that's certain. Industry is going to grow between 13 to 14, and we'll be growing. See, industry this year, average will be growing between 13 to 14%. As per industry report, we'll be growing much more than that. That's much I can
So you can grow at around 1.5 times industry growth?
Yeah.
So around 20% volume growth, I think if, we put that mathematically, that should be roughly the number that we're looking at. But Mr. Kabra, it's been good speaking to you. Thanks so much for joining in and filling us in with all those details. Congratulations on a good listing. And as you said, we're looking forward to the next conversation where you'll give us more detailed numbers.